Today on No Drama Dishes, we are making cold start yogurt. I have ultra pasteurized milk. I have Siggi's vanilla yogurt, and it is very important that your yogurt contain live active cultures, as you see right here on mine. And I'm also using sweetened condensed milk. My Instant Pot has a yogurt button which allows me to do cold start yogurt. Let's get started. The first thing I'll do is pour some milk into my bowl, right into the liner pot. Make sure you don't spill it into the Instant Pot itself. To that, I'm going to add my yogurt. Freshly opened, not disturbed. I like to add the whole container, although the actual recipe does say 2 tablespoons. I just like the flavor and the texture that the whole container produces. You want to whisk that up and make sure that all of the yogurt is combined. You don't want any chunks in there. And when you feel that is well combined, then add your sweetened condensed milk. The whole can. It does not make the yogurt extremely sweet when it is done. Blend that together. You'll also be adding the rest of your milk. I do it a little bit at a time. I want to make sure that my contents I'm stirring into the milk are well combined. You'll feel that the sweetened condensed milk will give hesitation. And once you don't have any stickiness, it feels like on the inside, then blend in the rest. I'm using my 3-quart mini, and I bought this specifically to make yogurt in. I do not intend to use it for anything other than yogurt. Yogurt fills the pot, as you can see, and it also takes up less space in the refrigerator once it comes time in the morning after it has become yogurt. So let's see what's next. Here is the yogurt mixture inside of the Instant Pot, ready to be started. I'm going to put the lid on. Does not matter if the valve is at sealing position or if it is venting position, as yogurt does not build pressure in order for it to cook. The keypad is where we now need to look. You need to push your yogurt button and your plus or your minus for however long you wish to let it cook. I prefer 9 hours and 30 minutes. I feel the texture is a nice consistency. The timer is at 0 because when you make yogurt, it counts forward until the time that you have designated for it to cook. And I will show you what's next when we've reached that time. The numbers on the keypad now indicate yogurt. That means your yogurt cycle has been completed and you're ready for the next step. I will show you what to do. Here you see a little bit of condensation on the sides of the pot, and if I gently tip the yogurt to the side, you see a little bit more moisture forming, and that's what I like to dab away with a paper towel before I let it chill in the refrigerator. So what I do is take a folded paper towel and just gently wipe around the edge of the liner as close to the yogurt as I can, being very careful not to disturb it, scrape it. You really do not want to jiggle the pot, stir the pot, or anything of those means. I will tip it to the side and wipe off any that does seem to collect on, the edge surface. And then cover it, and I let it sit in the refrigerator for probably at least 8 hours. Now that I've wiped the surface of the liner, I'm going to cover it with a paper towel and then cover the very top with a piece of foil. I use the paper towel because it helps to collect any more additional water condensation, because The liner pot, while it's not hot, it has been incubated and this yogurt is warm. And as it cools, it will release more condensation. And I just don't want that dripping back into the yogurt, making it more liquid than necessary. I put it in the fridge and let it sit for 8 hours. So here is the yogurt after it has chilled in the refrigerator for 8 hours. Let's see what it looks like. The paper towel is damp as it's collected some of the condensation. Set that aside. And here's another dry paper towel. Go very carefully around the edge. You don't want any of that extra moisture dripping back into your yogurt. Tip it to the side, see if any collects. Usually it does not. See, I have it tipped quite far and it's not moving. Not a lot of extra moisture. Oh, scooped a little too much out. And now we just take spoonfuls and drop it into our containers to serve for the week. I don't really measure, I just take a big old spoonful, put it in each container, and then I go back and add a little more if necessary. Depending on how full I put the yogurt, usually about 8, 9, 10 containers for the week. Delicious yogurt. The more you stir it at this point, the softer it will be. The more runny perhaps. Every morning I drain off a little bit of whey that has come apart from the yogurt, but I don't strain it as I really like this consistency. And there you have it. I think one more container will do. Here is Cold Start yogurt.